What's good, people? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Wire series. This is episode 9 of season 3 now, and it is called Slapstick. Last episode, the fucking bomb dropped. Stringer Bell just told Avon that it was him who had D'Angelo killed, threw him to the ground as well. Like, Avon obviously tried to attack him, as you fucking would. But because he had been injured, Stringer managed to get the better of him, and shouted in his face as well. Just as the Don, can you even ever take that? Surely Avon has to kill Stringer now. Avon was only injured, of course, because Marlowe spotted the sneak attack coming, spotted that plant, and yeah, they rolled up alongside the Jeep and fucking shot through, killed the guy sitting next to Avon and wounded Avon. Marlowe hasn't been one-upped a single time yet since we've met the character. Is he like a sign of foreboding doom for Avon or something? Because I swear he hasn't put a foot wrong yet. The cops can't even seem to do much to him. I mean, fuck knows. We'll see where it goes, but just now Marlowe has yet to take an L basically. So Avon needs to step up his game if he wants to actually retaliate towards this dude. And aside from that, we saw McNulty and Kima have their little road trip in Virginia. They finally, thanks to Prez Belusky enhancing the image of the video footage they got, they managed to get a license plate of that couple who are going around buying those mobile phones. So I think now they're going to be able to locate this couple and in some way try and flex them so they work for them. But to be honest, after the last episode, I just want to see how Avon reacts. I want to see if Brianna finds out this news as well, and where all this goes from here. So without any further ado, let's just fucking dive into this shit. This is episode 9 of season 3, Slapstick. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it.
Hello?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, hi.
Are you sleeping?
No.
McNulty will dive to vagina, no matter the time of day, no matter the day of week. It is his sole purpose in life, other than drinking alcohol and occasionally solving a murder.
Shawnee,
What?
I have to go out and see a friend for a little bit. I'll be gone for an hour or two.
For fuck's sake, Jimmy. Really? While you're looking after your kids, mate? Just can't endorse that. He shouldn't be fucking ducking out for a booty call when he's actually getting to look after his kids. It's not like he has that honour often.
Jobs may have been a marginal issue, Kate, in some of the Rust Belt battleground states. But ultimately, this was a referendum.
Don't talk to me about referendums.
Well, I'm tossing myself. I gotta get home.
At least he's being responsible.
Dinner and a movie?
I got to Baltimore late.
No, I'm saying next time. We talk something, we fuck our brains out. It's different for girls like me.
You need to be cuddled.
Wow, McNulty's feeling like a prostitute out here. I respect her frank approach to sex. Like, it's admirable.
Wonders of wood carving. Series.
He wrapped himself in the American flag at the convention and never looked back. Serious. And I think it was great.
Oh no, is she gonna get McNulty into late night political debate shows? I'd have went back to the wood carving channel, mate. That shit looked lit.
Trying to defend the people in the battleground states, the ones who really...
I'm gonna call.
1942. The U.S. first moved.
Don't know what that last moment there was trying to signify. You know, he likes his time with her. He went back when he was by himself and tried to put on the shit she was watching to try and have some common ground with it. Then after a minute he was like, fuck this, I'll watch history. Is that just telling us like McNulty is basically unwilling to adapt to different people? Or just that the shows she watches are shit? Probably a bit of both.
Deep into it, I see.
Yeah, we're getting there. Looking correct.
The boxing gym is coming along.
All you're gonna need is the permits.
Permits?
Yeah, permits.
Well, on top of that, he also needs all the boxing equipment. I wonder how they're going to source that out, like the heavy bags, the catch mitts, maybe even a little ring. If you really want to get people used to the distance they need to move out from the ropes and shit, you need to get an actual ring in there if you want any of them to compete.
You told me we supposed to bring our beef from before the group, right? Here it is, you won with the young boy Marlowe over corners.
Marlowe ain't in the group.
Guy should have been an artist.
Look, man, I try to talk to the young buck myself, but...
You tried talking to Avon, because that's half the problem right there.
No doubt, exactly.
Descent in the ranks, man. All these motherfuckers need to listen to Avon. The only reason Proposition Joe's at that table is because Avon wilted and gave him some of his towers. He could have held on to that shit with whack product.
Well, so now we coming to him for help with a little something. He need to just back the fuck off and let the young gun keep his corners.
Avon can't fucking do that after what's just happened.
Gerard and Saba got the sights on Omar. Tried to reach Slim and he ain't answering.
So?
It's church day, spring, Sunday morning, you know?
You sure as hell?
Omar, yeah.
Alright, dude.
Oh fuck, there is no way Omar's getting killed just now. I do not believe this shit.
Oh my goodness! Oh goodness!
Holy fuck. Shot at the grandmother as well. That is fucking heartless, man. They better not have hit either of them, especially not Omar's grandmother though. Fucking hell.
You started something. You ain't gonna finish it?
What you mean?
On a battlefield, you can't do much to help anybody with anything. But you manage a truce, Bunny.
I agree, it is an awkward time now for him to walk away. He is truly trying something different that is actually making a dent statistically. I kind of agree with a deacon there.
100 or so are bosses, so there's not a fucking clue there. A few more hundred is sergeants and lieutenants. Most of them want to be bosses one day, so they're just as fucked. Then there's six.
True, they're all playing the game. They are all fucked.
CID's the same. Catching calls, chasing quick clearances, keeping everything in the shallow end. I mean, who is there out there can do what we can do with a case?
McNulty is always so self-righteous.
In this town, we're as good as it gets.
Natural police.
Fuck yes, natural police.
Giving his little fucking Braveheart speech.
The job will not save you, Jimmy. It won't make you whole, it won't fill your ass up.
McNulty needed to hear this shit.
The handcuffs go click and it's over. And the next morning, it's just you in your room with yourself.
Until the next case.
Boy, you need something outside of this here.
He does sound a bit job-obsessed by his mindset.
Ain't enough y'all that violated this Sunday morning truce. No. I'm standing here holding a torn-up church crown of a bona fide cutter lady.
I take it that they both survived and it just took her hat off.
Y'all should have seen me inside our hospital while they stitching her up, lying about why somebody want to shoot me down the street.
That is absolutely fucked up for Omar. And there is no way he lets that shit lie.
Box still got to go. Stringer 2. This ain't got to end, man.
Oh shit.
I'm out.
I thought she was having reservations about this.
You and me then, like it was.
Nah, yo. This one about me.
Omar's gonna try and take on this shit by himself, with no people, just in a numbers game. Usually, well actually, Avon's weak in muscle just now, so I suppose it's more possible than it was in the previous seasons. What's he gonna do though? I just don't know what his next move will be.
From here on out, we keep a log on any movement by Stringer, and we keep an eye for Mr. Barksdale as well. Try to get a line on where he spends his days.
So they're back on Avon now.
You reach Bubbles?
Yeah, he'll be waiting at Montclair.
Let's see how far McNulty and Kima deviate from the battle plan this week.
All Stringer all the time.
Presbeluski loves this shit.
B3, B4, or B5.
All signed and sealed by a registered architect and engineer.
Floor framing plan, including the low...
Fucking hell, the paperwork. I like how that was edited. It simulates the fried brain you would have got from trying to intake all that information.
So down there on Vincent Street, they don't even hide the ground stash anymore. You watch them wait, see when they're running low, and ask for 30 or so. Enough so they have to call for a quick re-up.
Is it really a wise idea using Bubbles as an undercover buyer when they've already got that really good agent in their own unit who can do that without, and he's done it without error so far? I don't know. I could see this fucking up because it's Bubbles doing it. Maybe I'm underestimating him.
We have dozens of law enforcement inquiries every month. We get to them in the order received, and currently the turnaround's 30 days.
30 days?
How are they supposed to get a wire up when they change their phones every couple months and it'll take them 30 days to get a wire in the first place?
You're selling a phone that you know is effective for drug trafficking.
He kind of is, but he's doing it within the law.
You're going to take as much as a month to activate our tap.
Well, if you have a problem with that, your office can contact our general counsel. That's all I can say.
I respect his stance.
4 to 5 days turnaround. Best we can do.
I swear.
Well, that fucking dropped drastically all of a sudden, didn't it?
Use anybody's name? Hell, man, it was a time I'd use Smith & Wesson.
As effective as sticking people up with a gun usually is, I don't know if it'd work at a permit registration licensing tax office.
Let me get 30 pills.
30? Where the fuck your raggedy ass come up with 300 in motherfucking cash, man?
Well, I've been selling the t-shirts for weeks now, you know.
At least Bodie's a bit suspicious about that amount.
A bulk purchase justify a discount, right? $250 or so.
$275. And a couple of them whites.
That'll work.
At least people do like those t-shirts. I didn't think his t-shirt hustle would be doing that good because they're so disposable, but even Bodie wants some.
What y'all wait to see, Avon? Man, I hear y'all shot the crown off an old lady's head yesterday.
Fucking idiots of just like, Omar will be their enemy for life for that. Those two guys have been waste men the entire season, to be fair. They were the ones trying the heroin and shit as well.
Who that? East side niggas willing to soldier up for us on retainer. Milton put me up on them.
Nice. So at least Avon's getting some more muscle. That's the one thing he needed to do.
Let me ask you something though. Did you tell them discount ass niggas that they can pop off at Omar grandma?
Oh, man.
I mean, I fucking can't believe Avon is still cordial with Stringer this episode.
Stories is getting bigger and bigger. Like, I swear to God, Fat Face Rick heard that our people went and shot Omar granny in the ass on purpose and all that, and they pulled their dicks out, pissed on her crown and shit.
Fucking hell, that is quite an embellishment of the story.
Maybe we should put a couple more coups on them free zones them cops got. Know what I mean? Take the profit where we can.
You trust that shit?
I mean, so far.
It's a good point. Like, regardless of when they do that bust, they'll be able to make some decent money and not too much of a loss when the bust happens.
You do the cookie first? What's the difference?
I want to know what Presbeluski's fortune said.
You all have profile enough to push them.
I don't know. If you've got them down to 5 days, you're doing about as well as we can.
For fuck's sake, the shallowness of the political choices is not unexpected, but still just disappointing to see, innit? Who was that they caught a glimpse of running? Oh shit. Oh fuck, Presbeluski's just shot a guy dead. Oh my god, Presbeluski, you've just killed a cop.
It's Wagner! You fucking killed Wagner!
Holy fuck. Wow. I can't believe that.
No.
Holy shit. Well, I do remember saying early on in The Wire that Presbeluski's fatal flaw was street work and his gift was office work. That's just his fatal flaw came back to truly bite him in the ass. That is brutal. I feel bad for him.
And he's thinking Avon weak right now. You ever know Avon Barksdale to back down from anything?
Was that Prop Joe talking to that guy that knows Marlowe?
The fact is, there's a racial component to consider. The appearance of it...
Has he seen a lawyer?
Fuck, so it could be classed as racially motivated as well, I guess.
Can I get you anything?
At least Daniels is trying to be there for him.
You need to be careful because of the racial thing. You see that, right? There's gonna be people in the department who see this that way.
Fucking hell. What a shocking turn this episode has taken. Wow.
I didn't give a shit he was black or whatever. Or maybe I did. How the fuck do you know if that's in your head or if it's not?
Fucking hell. Oh man, that's dark. Ugh.
Because you shouted, right? You shouted police and he turned, right?
Daniels is trying to tell him what to say, just like he did back in season 1.
Did he have kids? Wife?
I don't know.
They won't say. They won't talk to me about him.
What department is that guy he killed from as well? Obviously it's not from the same department. Is it from the same precinct?
Lieutenant. Tell Lester I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a shame. They were a good little team, Lester and Presbeluski. I take it that's the end of Presbeluski in that division then. I mean, surely he's fucked in some way thanks to this.
If this thing should turn into some kind of a black-white thing, you're his unit commander. He can count on you, right?
Valchek, straight away thinking of it in the most shallow terms. Of course Daniels is going to look out for him, but what a way to put it, Valchek. Yeah, I bet that ruined McNulty's night.
Motherfucker flaked out. Shot up his own radio car. They were gonna charge him with false report until Valchek weighed in.
Wow, I had no idea that happened. You know what, I said to myself, like, I swear too much, and I said to myself this week, I'm gonna try so hard not to swear as much. And then as soon as that happened, I think the only word I've said is fuck, so, you know, mission failed. Justifiably, but still failed.
We're looking for one of these phones to give us a signature on our man, Bodie. Calls to his girlfriend, his grandmother, numbers we pulled off the burners.
I'm just unconvinced that the wiretaps are going to lead to much this season just due to the fact they're using these burners. And unless they can get a quicker turnaround time than this 5 days, I'm just not sure if it's going to be enough. They might have to try other methods this season to get anything concrete.
So your council person would be Unetta Perkins. Do you know Miss Perkins? Well, few of us do anymore. Few of us do.
That guy loves Daniel's ex-wife.
If you don't mind me asking, Mr. Watkins, why are you doing this?
Do you know who Reverend Reed is? Well, the voters in my district do.
At least he's doing something good, but yes, again, for the most dickish of reasons possible.
You got the light bulb franchise, right? That came through. Now...
You talking about 30,000 coming back, man. I'm talking about the $250,000 that you took.
I don't know if Clay Davis is playing a wise game trying to hustle Stringer like this. He's not stupid. He knows what's happening here. Hustled him out of over 200k.
Welcome to the Western, guys. That thing with Presbeluski. Jesus Christ. So fucking sad, man.
I kind of missed this dude. He was cool. I rated his belief in burying the angel by the grave. Gotta love someone with a bit of hope.
See you then. Bye.
You in?
Keema acting as the new sidekick. Where's Bunk at? I miss Bunk being McNulty's sidekick, man. Because they're just as bad as one another. McNulty is actively making Keema a worse person. Or bringing the worst side of her out.
Make her run for council president. I mean, me at the top of the ticket, an emerging black leader. Handsome, well-spoken. You, the great white hope. The new voice of civic reform.
So that guy is officially running for mayor.
What's it look like? Head and torso. You got 2 casings over here.
I don't think we saw who shot this guy, did we?
You lost your fucking mind? Before the ambo gets here to pronounce him, we can do it. Why? Because if homicide gets here, if they do any kind of canvas, they're gonna get wind of this shit on the 6th floor downtown.
Wow, that is a fucked up thing. True story. Apparently, back in the day, it was illegal to die in Disney World. And something like there was a few deaths in the early years where the bodies were moved off site so they could be officially declared dead, not in Disneyland or some shit. Look it up. I like to think they loaded them into a cannon at the Magic Castle and just thump. But this is the same shit. The Walt Disney and this dude.
You say you work with this guy? 3 shots, no warnings. You scared of black people or something?
If that's the way it's been reported, it is going to look like it really was a racially motivated shooting as well.
Yeah, I need the number to the newspaper. The Sun. Yeah, the number for the reporters.
What?
The newsroom. Yeah.
Oh my god, so Huck is just gonna snitch it all into the papers. Fucking hell. I promised I wouldn't swear. This episode has just had so many twists and turns.
Someone may have done this to us, Avon. To our family.
The cops just saying that shit.
To mess with your head.
Exactly.
Fuck, so Avon's backing Stringer on this, basically.
That cop said it was someone who didn't want you to know, and so they made it look like it did.
Nobody did nothing.
But the cop said...
He's lying.
Oh, this is kind of fucked up, man. Such gaslighting. She knows exactly what's going on, and they're trying to convince her the truth is not the truth, basically. She's gonna start questioning her own sanity.
Came to the edge, But he turned around and walked away. And I know he was willing to do what he had to for his family.
Oh fuck, I feel so bad for Brianna.
I ain't had shit to do with it.
To do with what? To do with what?
Yeah, the way he worded that there.
Whatever it is that happened, Brianna.
Oh, this episode has just been full of such tense scenes. I've had hardly anything of note to say because this has been such a gripping episode. I do apologise though.
They found a blood trail going back up the block, smeared with drag marks. And they also found a third casing at the other end.
Oh, you absolute amateur carver. You literally left blood drag marks like Freddy Krueger, yeah?
You didn't move that body, Sergeant. I moved the body. You understand?
Oh my god, don't take the rap, Colvin. Is Colvin gonna get fired for gross negligence before he can collect his pension because of that? If he takes the rap for moving that body, isn't that an extreme violation of your abilities in your job?
Fact is, somebody brought a gun up in the free zone and used it. And both those things against the promises made. Now, I can't justify this shit if I got dead bodies up in there.
He's right, this is supposed to reduce the murders. Like, that's the one thing he asked. They got everything they needed to operate freely and make money. This has just fucked everything up for them.
You had cash on the barrel, and you ain't never need no bail money. And hell, I had clean corners everywhere I looked. But all that gonna be gone tomorrow.
I mean, just wait until he sees the newspaper tomorrow if he thinks this is bad. Thanks to Herc, I feel so bad for Colvin. He's genuinely trying to make a difference.
So you live here, but you spend a lot of time in Baltimore, right?
McNulty is such a fish out of water in a setting like this. You can tell he'd much rather just be down the bar shooting pool and drinking a beer with her.
Where'd you go to college?
Loyola. Only 1 year. My girlfriend got pregnant, so...
It's a pretty much expected backstory for McNulty.
The fact is, there's not a lot of guys in the department can do that kind of thing. You know, it takes a certain... I don't know. You gotta love it.
She went deathly silent when he started bringing that shit up. She looks paranoid. Is she a heroin kingpin of the political world?
I do political campaigns.
Wait, like a campaign manager?
More of a strategist, really.
Campaign strategist, okay. Essentially a war game scenario planner.
What's his name?
Kerry. You didn't vote for president?
I thought about it, yeah, and, you know...
Clearly didn't vote.
Doesn't matter who you got. None of them has a clue what's really going on. I mean, where I'm working every day...
He makes a fair point. I'm with McNulty on that one, but he's also trying to bring more shine back to himself. That's hilarious. They're so compatible sexually, but as they converse, they have less and less in common.
I'll be having that.
Wonder where Presbeluski's going. Was that the office he was getting dropped off at?
Turn myself in.
For what?
I shot a boy.
Oh, nice. They've actually made the guy fucking turn himself in so they can continue fucking around in the free zone. That's dope. At least they made him go confess. What is Presbeluski doing? Is he saying goodbye to the office? Okay, and that was episode 9 of season 3 of The Wire, Slapstick, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, Slapstick, what did I think of that? Fucking hell. Oh, yeah, Wire always sort of amplifies around about episode 9, 10 leading to the crescendo of each season, and shit is fucking popping off now. Obviously, Avon got hit with a bullet and shit last episode, but I think this episode is even more shocking to me. Stringer given the okay to open fire on Omar and his grandmother coming out of church on a Sunday morning. That is the fucking darkest shit ever. And the fact that neither of them were hurt is a great thing, but also Omar's never gonna forgive him for that shit. Like, he says he's gonna do it himself as well. I don't know how, but Omar is coming for fucking blood. This shit is gonna be tense. There is no way he ever lets that shit slide. And then we got that horrible scene with Brianna talking to Avon as a sister. And even though Avon was still dancing around the subject, he didn't lie to her, he told her the truth, and he used a very key phrase: I didn't have shit to do with it, meaning that there wasn't it. And she picked up on that, and she said, to do with what? And then Stringer interjected. I wonder if in that moment she put the two and two together and thought, well, it's got to be Stringer then. I hope she did. My ultimate fate for Stringer Bell would be at the hands of Brianna. I'm not gonna lie. I'd fucking love her to be the one to shoot Stringer Bell or kill him. I don't know, it's kinda fucked up. I do feel bad for Avon though. Like, he's trying, after everything he's just been through, he's trying to keep the operation running smoothly. He's trying to see past that shit and keep things cool with Stringer, and he's just been put in the most awkward situation ever there by her. And I understand why he didn't just throw Stringer under the bus, but I also understand why he got so emotional in that moment, because he was truly offended that she would suggest he had anything to do with it, because he didn't, and he wouldn't have done that. So yeah, in that moment he was just offended as a brother that his sister would think that he would do that to her son. We saw nothing of Marlowe this episode. I swear this is the first time we haven't seen Marlowe in an episode in a while. He must be keeping it quite low key after his latest victory over Avon. Carver sometimes seems like a competent dude, and then he does something like that. Drags the body, which is one thing, that's fucking corruption and fucked up, but I understand they were trying to protect the sovereignty of the free zone, yeah? I understand the motivation was pure, I guess. But to leave a blood trail and a shell casing at the start of the blood trail on the other side going back into the free zone. Fucking hell, man. This guy is such an idiot. And now that Colvin's gonna have to take the rap for that, this is gonna end really badly for him. And yeah, Herc also phoned the newspapers, and I believe he's just giving them the story about what's happening in the free zone. So this looks like it's gonna go pear-shaped for Colvin. The only thing I hope comes of this is, like I said, when the Burrells and the Rolseys find out, which they will now, it's going to hit the papers, I just hope that they're like, this is actually reducing crime though, so fuck it. I guess it remains to be seen how that'll go down. And yeah, the big thing in this episode for me was fucking Presbeluski shooting a cop. The one time he is out of the office and he's armed and they do a quick line of police work, and oh my god, he's just thrown his life down the fucking toilet, essentially, dropped it on his head. I can't see Presbeluski ever coming back to that division now. I just can't see it. Is there a path for him back? I don't think there is, especially now that the papers have painted it in a way that's already sounding like it was a racially motivated assumption that he was a criminal. It's not looking good for our Presbeluski. Truly does echo something I said seasons ago when I said like he needs to stay in the office because he's a fuck up in the street work, but he's somewhat a savant and when it comes to the office work. And yeah, that one moment where he had to do a bit of street work it's just ruined him, hasn't it? That's him definitely off this case. All in all though, that was an incredible episode and I'm looking forward to seeing what goes down next time. If you've liked this video, click like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below and share this around to anybody you think might appreciate it or want to watch it along with us. My Patreon link is down there in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to exclusive polls and posts. You get access to these reactions I put on YouTube about a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. You just sync up your copy of The Wire with my reaction and bang, we're sitting chilling watching The Wire. So consider becoming a patron, it helps me and the channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.